The weather improves, Nick, the number of crossings tends to go up, but of course there's added significance now following the signing of this deal.
Good afternoon, Jonathan. That's right. Clear blue skies, calm winds, favourable weather conditions for a boat crossing today. It's actually been quite a quiet week for boat crossings. In fact, the last time we saw a crossing was last Saturday, the 18th of April. It was a busy one. We had 9 boats crossing and a total of 602 people. And today we've just got some pictures coming into us in the last few minutes. That is a border force vessel heading into Dover, and on board that vessel, we are told, are some people who have been picked up from an inflatable boat in the middle of the English Channel. Generally speaking, what happens is they are picked up and intercepted by the HM Coast Guard. Border Force are sent out. They're picked up, they're put into life jackets, which is the orange jackets you can see people wearing as they disembark that Border Force vessel, and then they walk up that sort of structure onto the jetty, and that is when they are processed and sent to sort of holding areas, whilst the UK government figure out who they are, why they're there. But this is the first time we've seen these arrivals since the government signed a major new deal with the French, a £662 million deal with the French to try and firm up the border, the English Channel. Shabana Mahmoud, the Home Secretary, signed it with the French. You will see riot-trained police, drones, helicopters on the French side try to curtail scenes like this. The Home Office today have given us a statement in response to these crossings, and this statement goes like this. They say this government is bearing down on small boat crossings. The Home Secretary has signed a landmark new deal with France to boost enforcement action on beaches and put people smugglers behind bars. This builds on joint work that has stopped over 42,000 illegal migrants attempting to cross the Channel since the election. We've removed or deported almost 60,000 people who were here illegally and are going further to remove the incentives that draw illegal immigrants to this country. So a significant investment, more money to the French, of course. Now, 100 million of that 662 million is conditional. That is to say that the UK can claw it back if we don't see numbers of migrants reduce. Of course, this is not without criticism. Nigel Farage, the Reform leader, said in a statement today, the 660 million deal with France is a total waste of money, he says. We're still being invaded every week by illegal migrants. Only Reform, he says, will detain and deport anybody. But the government, of course, have been trying to keep this at the top of their agenda. They launched a similar scheme a few months ago, one in, one out. That is to say that anybody who is caught crossing the Channel on a boat will be returned to France, and in replacement of that, an equivalent person who doesn't come in a boat but is illegally allowed to come to the UK will be allowed to do it. And there are some signs that that is almost working. But today, yes, we've seen some arrivals from the English Channel. The first time that has happened since the UK signed a multi-million-pound deal with France designed to stop just that.